He's the fastest dog in the world, you'll know it. He's the best by far. Wake up.
And wonderful Wake Up WC on the radio with a hot FM, and I hope you share the same taste as the man who took my producer out to dinner. Okay, and wonderful with the alarm clock and the wild. We're checking out your letters in Wadey's Mail and indeed the headlines from the week and the celebrity gossip. And we see here, first of all, that Professor's long march in defense of principles. I don't know who this principles guy is, but I don't know where he comes from, actually. If we can check that out, can we, for the news hour? And we see here, by the way, who is this leukemia guy as well? Never come across him. What's he doing? I think he must be an entertainer up north or something. Villagers prepare to quit homes as slag heap moves. That's a story from Wales. Not a lot of slags in Wales, I can tell you. 4 policemen are apparently keeping a 24-hour watch on the spoil heap. Seems a silly idea, actually. I think the coppers don't know what's going on in their heads at the moment, but I bet somebody will come along and nick it whilst they're not looking. And also, they have to go up there every day to wind the damn thing up. Okay, what's that? The great Norbissimo's just handed me a piece of paper here. It's an advert from the paper. It says, "Does your memory fail you?" But can't remember. And it says here, roofer attacks roof tack. That's Labour MP Jeff Rooker attacks roof tax. You ought to be careful, actually, because he could give himself a nasty cut on the finger if you do that. And I have to see here, also, refugees give wide berth to Mr. Maud. Don't know who he is, but he must be very important, because I know there's not a lot of room there on those boats. Thousands of miners rallied to support Iliescu. Ilihu? No idea, but anyway, he's got a lot of miners rallying to support him. I guess what he really needs is actually their parents' support as well. Reminds me of the story in the news today that in Moscow the crowds are very small. I guess that means none of them are over about 3'6". I see here that 3 Rottweilers had mauled a little girl. They won a reprieve yesterday. I've never driven one, but I hope they get away with it nicely. That's the owner there, Joseph Flynn. He's the man who got away with it by, he charged under the... I think he charged under the 1871 Dog Act, it says here. So they should make that a little bit lower, then he wouldn't be able to get away so damn easily. Okay, the celebrity gossip in a moment. And your letters in Wadey's Mail. It says, "Dear Wade, here's one of your garage stories. My mate Billy took his car to the garage the other day, and I went with him because he doesn't know too much about the way they work. Well, it's an old Mini, and the garage man said it was in a really bad state, and it would probably need a new propeller shaft. Imagine how much we laughed when Billy said, 'But my car is not an aeroplane.' I'll tell you what," said the garage man, "you'll need a new head gasket as well." Billy got pretty wild and said, "I may be stupid, but there's no need to be rude." And then the garage man said, "Well, it looks like your big end's gone too." And Billy said, "Just because I'm wearing baggy jeans," he said. And then he drove on at very high speed straight under a lorry where he died. So I just write to tell you, Wade, that it never pays to go to the garage without knowing a little bit more about your car. Absolutely right there. Thanks very much to Ron Trapping for that letter. Ron sounds like old Billy was a bit of a girl of blouse when it came to car. Probably just as well he died, because he was probably a complete raving woofter. By the way, I think you'll find that a head gasket is not to stop you being stupid. What it actually does is keep your head warm. Wake Up WC on the radio. Here we see that Bob Hoskins' new movie has flopped. He plays a big ot in it. A big ot. Well, I've no idea what that is. And also, it says here that Tessa Sanderson, yes, indeed, she's back. And no longer an Olympic champion, but still a champion of the javelin, it seems. Okay, and what?
Me cry when you said goodbye.
Good morning.
Ain't that a shame?